Howdy VC, a long time since I did a video, so I thought I'd do a video again. I've been sick for a few months now, but I'm recovering. So I'm starting doing some videos again, I thought. Last time I did a video, a long time ago, I did some recommendation of some 80s metal albums that I like. I thought I'd do another one. Recommend some albums from the 80s metal. And some of my favorites, not the usual Metallica, Anthrax, Megadeth, Testament stuff, but maybe some more unknown stuff to some. So here, let's start. First one I'm going to show that I really like from the 80s is Jaguar Power Games, New Wave of British Metal, 1983. This is on the Bass Records. This is an Italian pressing. It's original on Neat Records. Power Games by Jaguar. First song, Dutch Connection, kind of remind me of Tank actually. Cool album, Jaguar. Power Games. The follow-up this time wasn't that good though, but this is a great album. Great heavy metal. New Wave of British Metal. Next one I'm going to show that one of my favorites from the 80s is Death Dealer, Keeper of the Flame. Death Dealer from Canada. This is from 1986. Or, let's see, 1986. In Canada they were on Polygram Records. But in Europe it's Neat Records, Neat, red Neat label actually, not black and white. Kind of a little bit Iron Maiden-ish maybe. Death Dealer, Keeper of the Flame, cool album. Some German heavy metal. Tyrant Pace, Watching You. This is from 1986, some noise. The vocalist is Ralph Sheppers. The Primal Scream, Primal Fear vocalist. This is his old band, Tyrant Pace. Great like sing-along German metal. Recommend this one. Watching You, Tyrant Pace with Ralph Sheppers on vocals, the Primal Fear vocalist. Cool album. Another great album is Damien, Every Dog Has Its Day. Great album, 1987 maybe. It's on Steamhammer. This is a New York band. It's American. I think it's New York. Kind of remind me of Judas Priest. Cool album, Every Dog Has Its Day by Damien, 1987. If you like Judas Priest, you like this one. And one of my favorite albums from the 80s, metal albums, is Griffin, Flight of the Griffin. Great heavy metal, power metal, maybe a little bit speed metal. This is from 1985, 1984 actually, on Shrapnel Records, Flight of the Griffin. Great cover art, typical metal cover art from the 80s. Great album, I really recommend this one, Flight of the Griffin by Griffin. And we have Attacker, Battle at Helm's Deep, 1985, Roadrunner Records. Classic metal, this one. I remember buying this when it came out back in the days, but I didn't like it then, but I love it now. Great song called Disciple here and Call on the Attacker. Great heavy metal, this one. Attacker, Battle at Helm's Deep. 1985, Roadrunner Records. These guys are American, from New Jersey I think. A classic one, this one. Panzer, Ample Destruction, 1983. Heavy metal, power metal, you can call it. Joey Tafola plays guitar. Panzer, Ample Destruction. Classic metal. Some 4-track EP. Medieval Steel. Great 4-track EP. It's on Sur Records. I think it's 1984. 84, yes. This is an original one. I bought it when it came out. great song called Medieval Steel, Battle Beyond the Stars. Great song. Really recommend this. I think you can buy this like a reissue now, or maybe some compilation. This is the original one on Sur Records, 1984. Still in the string too. Great one. Classic metal. Some German Warrant, the Enforcer. Great German metal, speed metal, maybe a little speed metal. 1985 Warrant, the Enforcer, from Germany. Cool one. Some great album here. Leeds Lord, Master Control. It's on Metal Blade. 1988. They do a great cover of Kill the King, the Rainbow track. Master Control, Leech Lord, still in the string too. Great album. Great heavy metal, power metal, or whatever you call it. And another classic one. It's Riot, Thundersteel, 1988 on CBS Records. Great album. It's not like the same Riot that you find on Restless Breed and those early albums. This is like a different Riot. This is more power, speed, maybe heavy metal. Great album. I really recommend this. Many compare this to Judas Priest Painkiller. I read some reviews and many people kind of compare it to that album. Great album. Riot, Thundersteel, 1988, CBS Records. Some German speed thrash, Angel Dust, Into the Dark Past. Angel Dust, I'm not sure what year, I think it's 87, 88 or something. From Germany. I think it's on SPV Records. Disaster Records through SPV. Angel Dust, Into the Dark Past. Some metal, punk, crossover, whatever you call it. Straw Dogs, it's We Are Not Amused. Cool album, this one. Straw Dogs. Not hardcore, but more metal, punk. Kind of hard to describe. Great album. This is on Restless Records. Restless Records. 1987, I believe. Straw Dogs, We Are Not Amused. Cool album. Great album, this one. Explorer, Symphonies of Steel. It's on Black Dragon Records out of France. They put out like Explorer, Manila Road, Leech Lord, Steel Vengeance in the 80s. Great album, this one. Power, heavy metal. Let's see what year it is. Black Dragon. I think it's 1985, 86, 85. Original one on Black Dragon. Let's show the label too. Black Dragon. There you go. Great album by Explorer. Symphonies of Steel. You can see it's kind of the similar cover art as the Manila Road and so. Those albums on the Black Dragon label during the mid-80s. Another great album is Tension, Breaking Point. Tension. It's on Combat Records, 1986. Great power, maybe a little bit of speed, heavy metal. Tension. They used to be called Deuce before they changed their name to Tension. Breaking Point, 1986 on the Combat label. Great album. Another great classic, it's Savage Grace, After the Fall from Grace, 1986, Metal Blade Records. Power, heavy metal, maybe a little bit of speed metal. It says on the sticker, Savage Grace, this Los Angeles based thrash metal band. I think it's more power metal than thrash metal maybe. Also there, the album before this one, Master of Disguise, great album. I have this and the Master of Disguise reissued on CD. Great album, original, still in the shrink. Savage Grace, After the Fall from Grace, classic. This too, great album. Damien Thorne, The Sign of the Jackal. It's on, let's see, Roadrunner Records, 1986. Great heavy metal, power metal. The singer looks like Vince Neil. Kind of Vince Neil look, but it's not glam, it's metal. Great metal, I recommend this one. Damien Thorne, The Sign of the Jackal, 1986, Roadrunner Records. I think these guys are American, maybe New York. Great album, Damien Thorne, Sign of the Jackal. Another classic, another favorite, Omen Bellcry, their debut album. Great album this one, it's 1984, Roadrunner Records, best Omen album. Death Rider, The Axeman, Bellcry. Power metal, heavy metal, a little bit Iron Maiden here and there. Great heavy metal cover art. 1984, Omen Bellcry. Another favorite is Malice in the Beginning, Atlantic Records, 1985. Great metal, a little bit of Judas Priest here and there. Stella Masters, Tyrant Dealer, Gods of Thunder, one of my favorites. Malice, their best album. I think they re-recorded this one a couple of years back. That is not so good. The original is the best. Great album, grab it if you can. In the Beginning, Malice. Next one is German. Tyrant, Mean Machine, 1984. It's on Camel Records. I think it's released through Museum Records too. Great German metal. The vocalists kind of remind me of like a little bit of Motorhead or Warfare, that kind. Great song called Tyrant here, Making Noise and Drinking Beer. Great German metal, I recommend this one. Tyrant. Mean Machine, 1984. Their best album. Another favorite is Thruster. MIA, Missing in Action, I guess it means. This is a reissue. I think the original one was released in maybe 1987. This is from 2009, reissue. It says number 409. Great metal, power metal, maybe a little bit of speed metal. Thruster. I think these guys are from Ohio, Cleveland, or I'm not sure, Connecticut. I think it's released in 1987 original. Thruster, grab this one if you can, if you find an original, or pick up the reissue. Great album. Another great album, Warlord and the Cannons of Destruction Have Begun. Great heavy metal this one. Lucifer's Hammer, Lost and Lonely Days, Black Mass, Aliens, Child of the Damned, Deliver Us from Evil, 1984, Roadrunner Records. Great classic heavy metal, Warlord. And some German speed thrash metal, Darkness, Death Squad, 1987. I think this was released. If you like Destruction Sodom Creator, this is the thing. Darkness, Death Squad, classic German thrash speed metal. It's on Scratch Records. great album. And the last one I'm gonna show is Crimson Glory, their debut album, 1986, Road Runner Records. Classic heavy metal, kind of Queensryche-like metal. My favorite song here is Asriel, great heavy metal song, and Queen of the Masquerade, another great song. I recommend this one. Great production, great musicians. 1986, yes, Roadrunner, Crimson Glory, check it out. So that's my recommendation for this video. Maybe I do another recommendation video later. Maybe I do some non-metal. Maybe I do some updates, what I have purchased lately, or something. Until next time, rock on. Greetings from Norway.